Paris has always been the most prestigious fashion capital of the world, so we asked designers, fashion insiders and journalists for the reasons.
You know, there is a special mood here. It's very conservative, this city, very historical in terms of architecture, but there is an energy, which is not the same as London or New York, because we have this tradition very heavy, sometimes too heavy behind, but with this culture of fashion and mixed with art and craft. And since many centuries, the art, craft and fashion were very close together in France. So I think it's just a natural way, it's a question of education and it's coming like that. But why now? I don't know. There is a special mood, people love to come here and there is a lot of parties and shows, a lot of shows, so it's still like a capital, which is nice.
I think it's that France has always known how to spot talent. They don't go wild for the last thing. There is a kind of understanding, immediate understanding. It doesn't mean that they buy. It's not a very good public for buying. But for understanding, it's always been true. I mean, you become famous in Paris.
Ton message à la grande eau, c'est la trajectoire de la course à l'instantané, le velours, même s'il ne sert à rien. Le vent l'emportera.
It'll always be the leader, just by result of emerging designers coming here, because it's where everyone travels to. Even if they miss other fashion weeks, everyone always makes it to Paris.
You know, the kind of people who come to Paris to see what designers have done is kind of, you can't get that anywhere. People really respect Paris, and I'm just very privileged that I have the opportunity to show here. It's kind of it was something that came about when I won the Andam Award a couple of years ago, and it was something that I didn't really have a lot of time to think about. But it's amazing to be here and to kind of, it's a very chic, beautiful city and very chic, beautiful women in which it inhabits. So for me, it's a complete honour. And Paris, I think, will always be seen as kind of top dog when it comes to Fashion Week. So
it gives you the sense of freedom to create. I think people understand what's in your mind. They don't judge you for what's in their mind. They judge you for what you are, which I like.
There is still a sense of fashion with a cultural side. There is still the belief in Paris that fashion is business, of course, but it's not only business. It's telling more. It's about culture. It's about telling who you are, and and I think it's very important to keep this side of fashion.
It's very free, and it's free and fresh, and you can have a lot of new people giving new proposition. It's not conservative at all.
Paris has always been and always will be. It has this magic about it, that remains in fashion. In the fashion world, it's something, I think maybe Paris is a beautiful woman, and therefore, it's sort of the écrin, as you say in French, like the jewelry box for fashion.
This is about history, I would say. It's true that the first thing I asked Mr. Cerruti when I met him is, you're Italian, why did you decide to open your business here in France? And he reminded me that when he did that in the 50s, early 60s, he had no choice. In Europe it was Paris. Where it comes from, I'm not sure. But it's a fact.
Well, traditionally anyway, Paris always integrated foreigners in its calendar. And don't forget that the first French couturiers were English. And we kept this tradition. We had a lot of English, starting with Worth, finishing with Galliano, McQueen, Westwood, etc. It always was like that. And since Issey Miyake joined Paris in 1973, Valentino from Italy in 1974, it became quite usual. And with the mondialization, there is no question an acceleration. The number of nationalities is incredible. And in fact, Paris Fashion Week is very close to La Coupe du Monde of football.